Hello friends, Amy here. I am so glad to have you back here with me. Now today I'm going to be teaching you two incredible techniques to help reduce anxiety. Now before we start, it's important to remember, and you'll probably hear me saying this many times if you watch my videos, but our emotions are messengers and they are always here to tell us a message and to send us a message, to tell us that, something is wrong or something needs to change. So when we're looking at anxiety, we want to understand that anxiety is fear's way of trying to be organized, right? So if we're stuck in fear, we are literally going to be unable to move, unable to do anything. So when we can move into anxiety, we are experiencing fear, but we're focusing on a possible solution, trying to find a solution. We're moving into problem solving. So anxiety is actually a very, very intelligent response, and it is essential when we're experiencing anxiety to go and understand what is the underlying fear that I'm experiencing, rather than trying to push it away, which sometimes is what is promoted in these techniques, right? You are promoted to get rid of the anxiety. Absolutely, we want to help you reduce it, and this is what we're going to be doing today. But it's important to also look at the underlying cause of the anxiety, right? What is that fear that's essentially there that is, moving you into an anxious state? And is it a fear that merits such a deep response, or are you triggered from a past trauma or a past challenge? So perhaps you don't need to experience the fear as intensely as you maybe once did, and this is worth exploring. Now let's get into the first technique. This is a double inhale to long exhale breathwork technique. Now you're going to inhale twice through the nose with a long exhale through the mouth. And what this does is it brings our nervous system into a state of relaxation. This is called a parasympathetic response, right? This is when the nervous system moves into rest, digest, relax, rejuvenate. So we are helping you, calm the nervous system down, calm your emotions down, any nervousness, any, speedy breath, which is what usually accompanies anxiety, will be slowed down by you. And in response, your body's, responses to this anxious breath and this anxious feeling will also slow down. So the technique works like this. We're going to take 2 inhales and 1 exhale. It will look like this. What you're doing is you're trying to release as much carbon dioxide as you can on the exhale. An extended exhale always brings the nervous system into a state of relaxation. And this double inhale helps the vagus nerve in the nervous system just slow down. So this is what we're going to be doing for our first technique, and then I will move you into our second technique. Now we're going to take 7 breaths together for this technique. So just find yourself a comfortable position sitting with your back supported and bring the eyes to a close. Just notice how you're feeling before we begin. If you are feeling anxious, allow it to be with you. Invite it into this moment. Don't push it away. The more we push things away, the more we push our emotions away, the louder they get, because they just want to be heard, seen, and understood. So let's begin with our first breath in 3, 2, 1. Last one. Really good. Bring your breath back to its normal rhythm, breathing in and out through the nose. And just notice how you feel. Really, really good stuff. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Well done. This is a technique to take with you. 3 to 5 minutes of this technique is extremely potent and powerful to calm the nervous system. That's all you really need, right? Breathwork is super effective and very, very rapidly. Now, it will depend on how anxious you're feeling, obviously. The more anxious you're feeling, the more breaths you might need to take. But don't give up on it until you're feeling calm again. Now, the second technique I'd love to teach you is one of my favorites. It's called the brain to heart coherence technique, or in other words, the 5-5 breathing technique. And very simply, what we're going to be doing is breathing in through the nose for a count of 5 and breathing out through the mouth for a count of 5. You can also exhale through the nose for a count of 5, but it's good to try first with the mouth, and once you feel really good with that, you can move to exhale out through the nose. Now, we want to be inhaling and exhaling so slowly that you can barely hear your breath. So very simply, staying where you are, just bring your eyes to a close again. We're going to take another 7 breaths together. So just listen to the sound of my voice, my guidance, and let's begin together in 3, 2, and 1. Take a first deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bringing your breath back to its normal rhythm. Breathing in through the nose. And take a sigh out through the mouth. And again, inhale. Sighing out through the mouth. Just noticing how you're feeling compared to when you started this video. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. So this is another really beautiful technique that I love deeply. And with this one, you can do it in more circumstances, right? If you're in the middle of an argument or you're in a boardroom meeting and you're feeling triggered or anxious, this is a technique that you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and no one will even notice, but you will be calming your nervous system. The other one is a little bit more challenging to do in those situations because of the double inhale. You know, if you're in the middle of a conversation in a boardroom or in the middle of an argument, it might be a little bit more difficult. So use both of these techniques, you know, and try them both and see which ones really work for you, which one resonates the most. And the second technique, the brain to heart coherence technique, is essentially bringing the brain waves and the heart waves into coherence. That's why it's got its name. From breathing in and out with the same number, so you can increase this number to 6 in, 6 out, 7 in, 7 out, 4 in, 4 out. When you have an equal inhale to exhale, you are bringing the brain and the heart literally into coherence from a frequency perspective. So it's a really, really powerful technique, and I hope you feel it. I hope you feel the benefits. Make sure to do these, at least for at least 3-4 minutes, if not 5+ minutes, to really experience the benefits. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know also what else you guys would like to learn on this channel and through this channel. What other breathwork techniques you would like to learn, maybe breathwork for a specific outcome. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.